Every year for Thanksgiving, I use the leftover turkey to make a turkey pot pie. Today I want to show you guys how to do 2 different versions of pie dough from my new book, The Pantry Laid Bare, to make this wonderful turkey pot pie. Welcome to the Bare Pantry Show. If you want to learn how to cook in simple steps and have your dishes come out great the first time, then you're in the right place. Learn to make restaurant-style meals, comfort foods, and authentic Belizean dishes from basic ingredients. For the first dough, we're going to need 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup or 1 stick of cold butter, 1 egg, 2 ounces of water, half a teaspoon of salt if you're not using a salted butter, but if you're using a salted butter, no salt, okay? So let's go ahead and put this in this one bowl. And I'm doing all the recording by myself today because Joe and Joshua and Jory are replacing a window in my bedroom. So this is the flour. You might hear some hammering and some noise in the background, guys. Let's dice up this butter as small as we can go. When you dice up the butter small, it's easier to pinch it into the flour, okay? Make sure I don't cut myself. So it's all diced very small, and now I'm just pinching between my fingers. Let me wash my hands. Hey guys, Barbara here. I wanted to pop into the video really quickly to remind you that I do have 2 cookbooks for sale. The first one is my Belizean Cookbook Beans and Rice Volume 2. It has 120 authentic Belizean recipes. It does replace this book that you guys are picking up at Amazon at an alarming rate. Look how much the guy sold over the past 30 days, guys. Look how much money he's making off of my head, right? This book is perfect bound, so it's no good. It doesn't stay open on the counter, and it has these ugly black and white pictures in it. Please don't pick up this book, guys, because I'm losing money when you guys do that. So pick up this one directly from me, and the information is linked below. Because now I'm going to go ahead and open up my egg. Just 1 egg, okay? I'd say this is a medium-sized egg from Costco. Let me go ahead and beat it up real well with the fork right here. Dump it into my dough. And then add the cold water. This is cold water from the fridge. And I had it sitting in the fridge the whole time that I was setting everything up, okay? If not, put some ice in it. Just a couple ounces, guys. Work it through. Now it's time to dump it on the countertop. And we're going to Fraser. Just press it through. This will make it flaky, okay? It's feeling really nice in the palm of my hand. And because of the egg, this dough looks yellow, see? It's beautiful. Now flatten it out a bit. I always say make it into a disc. And then we grab some parchment. And just go ahead and put it in here. Fold it. And then I'm going to put it on the fridge for about 15 minutes. See, Joe's coming through to get some type of tool, guys. Now let's make the other dough. This one's called Belizean Savory Pie Dough. And for this one, we need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of butter softened, and 3 tablespoons of shortening. Put it all in. And if you're using an unsalted butter, then you would put some salt, okay? It's all in my recipe book. Now let's go ahead and pinch this in. And then add about 3 ounces of cold water. I just got it from the fridge. So I don't need the whole 3 ounces, see? A little drop or 2 is left behind. So just kind of like watch that, okay? Okay, Fraser. And just kind of roll it into a ball. Get everything off my hands. Make it into a disc, and then grab the parchment. Now this dough is a little bit less because it only uses a cup of flour, but not by much. You wrap it and then fold this one upwards so I can remember which one it is. Plus I'm going to put it on a different shelf in the fridge. Now, I don't know who needs this word today, but look at my shirt. I made this shirt, me and Joe made this shirt, and it has all these uplifting words on it, guys. I love it. Now, let me grab a cutting board so we can start chopping up this turkey meat. I'm going to use some of the dark meat. See? A little bit of the legs left. We did a 20-pounder this year, but we shared a lot of the food with different people who were alone this time for Thanksgiving. You know, they were single. And so we shared, and I was glad that we were able to do that. That was a lot of fun. So I'm just kind of chunking it up. I'm going to use my little stove. Look, Cora's behind me. Joe doesn't want them outside because the window's going to fall on top of them. Look at my camera on the shortening bin. I want to show you guys sometimes what I have to do to get the shot. And look, the Christmas tree is up. We put it in a different location this year. And I'm just dumping in the onion in olive oil and just sauteing. And I'm going to drain my peas and carrots and get it all the way open. You know, there's always a little piece that catches. Okay, I gotta move some stuff out the way. You guys are not seeing what I'm doing. Pull the stove closer. Now, because they took that window out, there's a lot of flies coming in the house, so I have to have everything covered while I do this cooking. I want to show you how real it gets over here, guys. So I put the peas and carrots in, and it's always great to use the fresh stuff, like the fresh carrots that you can slice up, but this is from the tin, so it's not going to take too much time. Now let's get this stuff right here mixed up. This is lactose milk, gravy from the turkey, and flour. And this is a 1/4 cup of flour, and it's 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of the gravy. Give this a stir. You can use heavy cream, you know, thicker stuff, but I'm trying to eat some of this today. Put all my meat in. This is almost done, guys, because the meat's already cooked. This is the best time to do pot pies, is right after Thanksgiving. Stir everything up and then add my liquid. And then all we need is for this to reduce a little bit, because if it doesn't, then you're gonna have soggy dough on the bottom of the pie, okay? Do you guys see how hard it is to record when this stove is noisy, when Joe is changing a whole window in the bedroom? But yet I'm gonna make this because I have leftovers, and I wanted to show you guys how to do it once again with 2 different pie doughs. All right, so let me go grab my pie doughs from the fridge. All right, so this is the Belizean pie dough, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on the bottom, okay? Get it floured while the dough relaxes a little bit. It was in the fridge for 15 minutes. Get my trusted rolling pin and roll this out into a circle. And I would say about 1/8 of an inch thick. So the dough is very easy to handle. It's not breaking apart. Let me grease my pie dish. Roll it up like this loosely, not too tight. You can also roll it on a rolling pin, but I find this way a lot easier. And then just unroll it in the pie dish. You guys, when you get a chance, buy a pie dish, okay? Pies are always so pretty when they're in a beautiful pie dish. Just kind of work it around, get all the air out. Use some of the same dough to squeeze the air out of the edges if you need to. See how beautiful this is? And then now we're going to get our filler. See, it's thick. It cooked pretty quickly on that little stove to the point that it was starting to burn on the bottom. I'm glad I stayed there and paid attention. See, it's very thick, right? See, it was burning. Okay, and let me go ahead and scrape out the rest from the edge. Not from the burnt bottom, but from the edge. And then use the spatula to spread it out. And then set this aside because now we're going to work on the other dough. And this is the dough that had the egg in it. See how it looks yellow? And this one needs a little bit more relaxing because this one went into the fridge first, remember? So it went a few more minutes than the other one. Roll it out the same way into a flat circle, like so. For this one, I'm just going to pick it up like pizza dough and fling it. Well, not fling, but set it on top of the pie. We have excess, so we're going to cut it off, but not too close, not too close, just about a half an inch away from the edge. Let's go ahead and cut it. So it's not too hard because the dough is very easy to handle. Both these doughs are fine. And I'm just kind of squeezing the top layer onto the bottom and then mashing it with a fork, a little shrimp fork. Look how pretty this is, guys. The rule of thumb is when it comes to savory pies, you squish it with the fork. When it comes to sweet pies, you flute it. All right? I learned that at St. Catherine's Academy when I went there when I was like 12 or 13 years old in home ec class. So this is just the egg yolk that I'm spreading on top, not the white, okay? I separated the white from the yolk. Brush it on, and I have the oven up to temperature at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm stabbing it with the paring knife to make vent holes. You can slit holes in the middle if you want. Just whatever method you like. I have a tray here with some foil just in case there's spillover. And I'm going to put it in the oven and set the timer for 30 minutes, but we're going to need more than that because the bottom layer has to cook. But I'm putting this on the top tray for the oven so that the top will cook right away. Look, Cora, she's stressed out because of that window. Now let's take a look at it. It's only been 30 minutes. I'm going to cut into it so we can see what's happening at the bottom, okay? It sure is pretty on the top though. Very gently. Yeah, the bottom needs to go some more. So I'm going to stick it in for another 20 minutes or so. It's still trying to settle, guys. Well, it's still trying to set. But I cut out this piece because I was hungry and I wanted to do my thumbnail. This was the worst day for me to record a show because Joe's changing out windows. So not only was it noisy, but it's messy. A lot of dust. I have to wash all my curtains, the blankets. You hear the machine going? The thing to cover the mattress. Oh my God. But you know what? At least that room's going to be warm. To replace the flour, you can use cornstarch, okay? I mean for the filling. I didn't put any more salt or pepper. I just went with whatever the turkey had. In a half hour, the top was done. But the bottom wasn't quite done, so I put it back in for another, like, I think almost another half hour. 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Anyways. Yeah, you want the bottom to cook, okay? That one little piece of dough that was left from the non-Belize pie dough. Look at, there's a piece missing. I don't know who ate it. It almost came out like one of those flaky desserts, like a croissant, but not quite. It was pretty good. I'm gonna save this for Joe though. I tasted a piece. Alright, I'm going to go enjoy my thing. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And check me out on Station Head. If you already have the app, my name is Bare Pantry Show. If you don't have the app, it's free. But you have to have one of those premium memberships to, what's it called again? Spotify and iTunes. If you don't have the premium membership and you don't want to do that, please don't do it, okay? I don't want you to get into any expense to come find my little radio station. Right now I'm just playing Christmas music. Bye, guys. Remember, guys, we are not buying this book. Because if you do, the only people that are making money from that book are my ex-distributor and Amazon. Pick up this book instead. This is my Belizean cookbook. It has 120 authentic Belizean dishes that I've done on the show already, but now you can have it in print so you can follow along and your dishes will come out perfect each time. Hot off the presses, this is my second cookbook, guys. It's called The Pantry Laid Bare, and I named it that because I laid everything on the line when I picked the recipes for this book, all right? 111 delicious dishes from basic ingredients. ingredients. To purchase, just check below on any of my videos and you'll see the different methods of payment and also the shipping. Thanks guys! Three windows before we paint the side.
Down at the Pantry Show.